Good afternoon. Glad to be here with you today. I will continue in Ukrainian, so please use your headphones. Lviv.
Lviv. The Ukrainian city of Lviv is a city that was founded 757 years ago by the Ukrainian king Danilo. Has a very interesting history over the last 100 years. Lviv was part of 6 different countries, but all utilities were built out during the times when Lviv was part of the Soviet Union. A lot of natural gas was available. Nobody counted that. One could waste it a lot. Nobody was talking about any energy efficiency then. And until recently, Ukraine was buying the natural gas from Russia, paying $50 per cubic meter. Today, we're paying one of the highest prices in Europe. 100 euros more. We're paying 100 euros more than Germany does. Therefore, energy efficiency issue for us is an issue of our independence as both energy and political independence. What do we do in Lviv these days? Lviv is the city which is located 60 kilometers from the border with the EU, and therefore we have to demonstrate good European standards. From 2007, Lviv is a member of the Energy Efficiency Cities of Ukraine Association, and in 2010, Lviv joined the Energocité Association. From the 10th of February 2009, Lviv became one of the first cities in Ukraine with the population of more than 800,000 residents that signed the Covenant of Mayors in order to reduce the energy consumption by no less than 20% of the existing level by using the renewable sources of energy. Having signed the Covenant of Mayors, Lviv has demonstrated that its aspirations to bring together all possible human and financial resources in order to ensure a sustainable, energy-efficient development at the highest level. In order to attain this goal, we have developed the program of sustainable energy development to the year 2020, which has clearly outlined the following areas. First, public areas, which includes municipal sites as well as the sites of the regional and state subordination. Then the public, the population and housing and utilities as well, those that supply heat, as well as companies, including industrial sites, and undoubtedly the transportation system. In order to use the energy resources efficiently and rationally, in December 2006, the energy management system was introduced, which allows us to efficiently accumulate the information about the use of energy resources, such as heat, electricity, natural gas, hot and cold water, at the cross-section of 507 public buildings in this city, as well as to monitor the energy consumption in the housing sector. This work has allowed us to save significant costs. We have managed to save more than 2 million euros recently. It's worth mentioning that we invest our own local budget into energy savings technologies. We have invested more than 12 million euros for the last 6 years. The consumption of heat and natural gas amounts to 85% of energy consumption in Lviv. So therefore, the consumption of heat and natural gas by buildings is a key element that is aimed at saving energy. As part of the USAID municipal heating reform project in Ukraine, the equipment for thermal energy management and the system for automatic weather dependent control of heat delivery has been installed at a number of sites. Especially that allowed us to save significant energy resources during the transition period in autumn and spring. Working with the NAFCO project, we've managed to bringing loans at 3% of annual interest rate to implement energy savings technology at 6 public buildings. Looking at the companies, the paper mills in Lviv and a number of other companies have managed to introduce new systems of steam supply, having invested about 1,800,000 euros. I would like to mention a recently signed agreement with the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development. This agreement is for 20 million euros plus 10 million euros as received as a grant from the Eastern Partnership Fund and Energy Efficiency and Environment. So altogether, we've received 30 million euros. What are we going to spend them for? First, we are talking about individual heating sites that would allow us to save on natural gas consumption and to increase the efficiency of heating. Now, we are also looking at investing into the replacement of distribution networks. A lot of losses were due to the old distribution networks. The new networks would allow us to save a lot of costs, as well as the cogeneration system. Using this loan within the framework of the Ukrainian program of energy efficiency increase developed by the EBRD, we have been implementing a number of projects, in particular with the first private brewery in Ukraine. They will be installing a significant equipment upgrades that will allow to save a lot of costs. We are talking about the equipment installation at the company called Iskra, which is one of the most advanced light producing manufacturing companies in Europe. And we're also talking about the technology of natural gas synthesis that is going to be based on full or partial process of solid fuel gasification. In this case, it's coal. Up till 2020, we are planning to have 268 kilometers of bicycle paths in Lviv. This is a huge work that makes a lot of sense, has to be done in a consistent and planned manner. I'm convinced that if all mayors in all cities of Europe, all governors, all governments, if they can actively invest their efforts in energy conservation, and if they follow this great example presented today by Governor Schwarzenegger, I think we will succeed not only in making our citizens' life much better, but it will also make it much safer. It's very important. What is important for Ukraine is the signing this year of the agreement on the political association with the EU, which will allow us to get access to new technologies, new knowledge that would allow us to introduce better systems of energy conservation. I would like to wish all of us to remember really well, to never forget that our planet Earth is very small and the future of this planet depends on all of us, including those present in this room. Thank you very much.